Hey guys, and welcome to River Raven Collects. Today we are looking at the Violator. So this is from 2021, that's when he was released, and I must say, just looking at him, I would say this is probably the best Violator that we have gotten. I really like the skinny version of him. It looks like he's been bulking or something now. I'm not caught up with the comics, so yeah, I don't know if that's true or not. But yeah, I think he looks really cool and I can't wait to get him out of this box. So I just want to comment that there is another Violator that is exactly the same as this, only he's covered in blood. I thought about getting that one because honestly, if I had known there was going to be a second one, I would have gotten that one. But yeah, I can't really justify another like $50 to $80 on a figure that I've already gotten. While I do like that one, I will not be picking it up because there's just not enough difference between this one. But anyway, without further ado, let's get him out of his box and check him out. So here we've got him in his nice black box. So I feel like this one doesn't work as well as the other ones. Like, I really like the minimalist design, but I feel like the black doesn't work. Yellow, however, that works. I really like this. And we've got a nice picture of him on the side, which, yeah, he looks awesome. And then on the back, we've got, yeah, another picture of him. And like I said before, I really wish that we just had advertising on the back. Like, I would love to see the other figures in the line. And then, of course, we got this beautiful artwork of Violator. And I believe this is straight from the comics. Like, this might actually be a comic cover. But yeah, it looks awesome. I love that they put this on the side. Super, super cool. So that's that. We got kind of a window at the top here, but yeah, nothing too interesting. And we'll take a quick look at the bottom. Again, nothing interesting. Just thought we'd do it because, yeah. Alright guys, so I'm going to attempt to open this like recording it live. Usually I don't do that, just so that I can clear up any mistakes, or if I'm struggling with the box, I can, yeah, fix it up. So yeah, you guys can watch me struggle with this box, yeah, like I am right now. There we go. Alright, so there's just like 3 little plastic tabs on the top. Alright, so these have been a problem so far. Well, I've unboxed one, but let's see if I can get them out. Alright, I'm gonna have to do it like this. Oh man, it's stuck in there. Alright, wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. But there he is. So yeah, looking pretty cool. We've got this weird paper thing on the back again. So I'm guessing that's how they do all of the these like new zip ties. And I must say these new zip ties are actually really good because they don't damage the figure. Like the old ones, I believe, have wire through them, like wrapped in plastic, and yeah, they would damage the figure if you weren't careful with them. So yeah, I'm gonna set it up the other way now and just cut him out of his box, and then we'll, yeah, check him out. Alright guys, so we got him here. I thought we'd just have a little look at him before I cut him out. But yeah, that's what he looks like. So all the zip ties are attached to this card thing. So yeah, I guess that's why they have the card on the back. I'm still not 100% sure, but I'm assuming that's why. But anyway, he came out really easy. I'll get the stand out later. There's a few zip ties like under the plastic, which, yeah, completely fine. Should probably stop calling them zip ties actually, I don't think they are. But here he is here. So man, I'm pretty impressed with this figure so far. So let's check out his articulation. Obviously he's got his shoulders, he's got like the double jointed legs, which are really cool. Really solid as well. And then we've got his arms, so man, massive reach on these arms. So very, very cool. And he does stand reasonably well. That kind of surprised me a bit. He is a very heavy figure. He's very heavy. So yeah, let's get into his articulation. So he's got some wrist articulation, though as you can see, the wrist doesn't really want to move, and he's got like, yeah, this joint in his hand. I haven't seen this before, but I actually think that, it's pretty good design. If I can get it to move. I will say, like, when I'm struggling to get things to move, it's not necessarily always a bad thing. Like, it just means that it's solid, which, yeah, is good and bad. So you can see this one moves a lot easier, and I think it actually looks really good. So, and then we've got his shoulder. So I found the shoulders on this one, they didn't want to bend. Like, you can see that it should be able to bend all the way in, and it just didn't want to do that. His arm would bend out, but not in. So, yeah, I kind of expected them to bend in, which, yeah. The shoulder joints and everything, yeah, really nice. Big ball joints on the shoulders, which I think just really work with this figure, like having the massive shoulders on him. So that's nice. And then this detail on his back is really cool as well. So that's his shoulders there. Very nice. And his head, I thought was going to have some, but it doesn't have any. And then we've got the double jointed legs. So that's an interesting one. Usually, we've seen these in the past. You might remember them on the 3-headed dragon, and they were not good on that dragon. Here, they are solid, and you can actually stand him up. I didn't expect this. You can actually extend his legs, and they are stable. So that is super, super nice. Like, I cannot tell you how actually nice that is. If you've had some of these old figures that have had it, then you would know that these legs are always weak. But on this one, nah, completely different. So that is awesome. And yeah, it's got like an actual ton of articulation. And I know that we lose some detail, but I am actually impressed by this. So yeah, I remembered that we needed to get this out of the box. I'm actually interested to see if this is going to add a lot of stability or not. And again, I'll say, like, the back of these boxes, it is a real shame that they're putting the stands on the back of them. Like, it would be nice to be able to maybe slide him back into his box with that backing unbroken. But yeah, so he's got holes on both sides, but there is some writing on the stand, just says spawn, and obviously you can't kind of display it the other way around, or I guess you could. It's kind of like covered up as it is. I will say that, surprisingly, this does actually add some stability to him. He was already quite a stable figure, and for his size and weight, that is quite surprising. He does like to tip over, like if you put him on a table and shake it, he will go over, but yeah, with the stand, I think, yeah, it's really good. Anyway, I'll leave you guys with the showcase, and then I'll be back with my final thoughts. Alright guys, that has been our look at Violator. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Let me know if you've picked him up. I know a lot of you have picked him up, so I'm interested to see if you actually like him. So, you know, I'll say it again, and I said it last time. These are never going to live up to the ones that we had before, unfortunately. I'm not sure why we can't get, you know, really well painted and articulated figures, but it just doesn't seem to be happening. So it is a little unfortunate. However, I still think this is a really good figure. Like, he's absolutely massive. So he is a big fig in the McFarlane terms. And yeah, he's absolutely massive. And while he is a huge figure, I can't really say that they've skipped on the details. Like, the details here are a lot better than what we had with Throne Spawn. I will say, though, the paint application is lacking. And there's too much of it again. I don't know what happens, or what is happening, but it just needs a dry brush. Like, it's so simple to do a light dry brush, and they seem to be just slapping on way too much paint. And also not really getting into, like, the littler details, which is unfortunate because a quick dry brush can really make a figure look way better, and it's so simple. So, you know, as someone who paints Warhammer miniatures, I know how easy it is to make things look good with just a dry brush, so it is disappointing in that regard, but, you know, overall I think this is, a really cool figure. Not as cool as the ones we've gotten before, but we also haven't gotten like quite a big figure like this before. I suppose Desiccator's pretty close, unless you count the like 12-inch ones. But yeah, I think, you know, this is a really decent and cool figure. Definitely glad that I picked him up, and I'm glad that he's in my collection. He seems to stand up alright on his own. I do have the stand on him. I don't think he needs it all that much. I don't think it really gives that much stability to him anyway. But anyway, guys, that's been our look at Violator. So let me know what you think down below. And if it's your first time here, then do subscribe. I've got like 55 videos out now, I think. All looking at the McFarlane Spawn figures. And there's one anime figure out there as well. So enjoy that. But yeah, leave me a comment, leave me a like. And I'll see you guys on the next one.